Hello and welcome back, this is Insti and I'm continuing playing Black Mirror 3. Last episode we made some kind of a truce with the Spooner. We have good rapport with him and also with Edward, I think. From the cafe, he's probably going to be my butler. Also we used a little vision to find the black ball from the Burial Hill Mount. Whatever. And now we are gonna stick it into the holder and see what happens. Maybe we open the portal to hell, or nothing happens. But we will find out now. This should be interesting. Don't fall down. Well, we didn't fall down, fortunately. Stargate.
I'm having a real problem believing what I'm seeing right now.
Seeing is believing. Can I take a picture of it? I do have a camera. No. Why not? Wicked. So is that it? Nice sounds. Portal found. All that stuff with Angelina, the ritual chamber doesn't seem so unreal anymore. The portal's huge, round, and richly decorated. It's not deep below ground. It's more at the back of broad chasm. Oh, okay, we've read that. No idea what updated, but anyways, let's check.
It worked. The portal's open.
Yes, let's go through. What we will find is quite interesting. Aha, so we are here.
The academy. That brings back some memories. Bad ones.
Yes.
I kind of hoped to come out in the ritual chamber. Looks like the portal hadn't been completely activated. Not good. The way it's looking, I'm gonna be here longer than I planned for.
Buried staircase. Holder. So what now? The portal in the old academy. When I saw it, it came back to me just how cold-heartedly Angelina had sent our mother to stand on the stone flags. She would have accepted it just like that if it had got Catherine instead of Louis too. Perhaps that just wasn't Angelina anymore. Maybe she was already so far possessed by Mordred's will that she was really just a shell of herself. Even as a kid, she'd already not been able to resist his call. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, that's an interesting question. Was she more of a shell of an Angelina and not the real Angelina? Or maybe the Angelina's personality is something that tuned with Mordred and basically enhanced what was inside Angelina. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We are going to search this area. Hopefully we don't have to do the rope puzzle. I didn't enjoy that, although I was quite tired. Portal.
The portal's inactive. I have to find some way of making it work again.
Yes.
The portal's inactive. The portal's inactive.
Okay. Anything
the
in...
last time I was here, there was a black ball lying in this holder. Somebody must have taken it out. I can only hope that it's still lying around here somewhere.
Yeah. That is interesting. Where would the ball disappear?
There are bullet holes all around here. Those order people must have been going crazy, shooting all over the place. But why would they have been shooting all around themselves? Might it have had something to do with Angelina's ritual? Or were they doing that to make the academy collapse? Well, whatever. I ought to make sure I get myself out of here in one piece.
That is true. What were they shooting? Chasm, columns? Oh, it seems it's raining outside.
The columns are standing on bases that are set deep into the ground. No end in sight.
So it definitely enhances the mood with this game.
That goes a long way down. There's that weird light again.
Spent cartridges.
Whoa, they've really been having fun around here. The floor's littered with empty cartridges. Someone's fired off magazine after magazine here. Did the Order members want to make the Academy collapse? Well, they were pretty damn successful with the entrance, at least.
Yes, or lucky. I don't know. Louis' corpse. Anything inside?
That must be Lewis. Or what's left of him, at least. Angelina wouldn't have got all that far without his help. He let himself be used by her. Just like I did. But never mind what kind of a guy he was. I still have to feel just a bit sorry for him.
Yes.
Let's see if the guy's got anything else on him, apart from bugs. Keep nice and still. Ugh. Something about this corpse feels quite nicely alive.
Nicely alive?
Must be something to do with the circle of life. A note to Lewis from Angelina.
Okay, are you going to read it automatically? Yes, you are.
A letter to Lewis from Angelina. Lewis, I've taken care of Valley. She's not gonna cause us any more trouble. You deal with the people at the castle. Best thing would be to just set the place on fire. Just make sure that the American comes out of it at least half okay. I need him alive. Bring him to the Academy as quickly as possible. I'm gonna try to be there with Catherine ahead of you. You'll get your money as soon as I've got what I want. Angelina.
Okay. So, obviously it was Angelina's idea to burn the castle, but Louis did it. But the question is...
Obviously, all I need to do is make sure that Spooner finds this note on Lewis's corpse. And that'll mean I'll be off of the hook at last. But it's impossible for me to let him in here. In doing that, I might just as well sell off my family secret and have Mordred tattooed on my forehead. I'll think of something or other.
But the question is, did Louis kill Sally or no? Or was it Angelina? Louis was vocal that he didn't murder anyone, but to be honest, it's problematic to... Can we trust Louis after what he did? But either way, he's... Well, didn't we have... The problem is, did we have a picture where Angelina starts the fire? Well, okay. Okay. Can I perhaps touch Angelina? Louis has the letter on him. This letter is the last bit of evidence that proves that it wasn't just Angelina, but him as well, who was responsible for the fire at the castle. This will let Spooner close the case. I just have to get out here, and of course, for me to do that, there's one thing missing: a little black ball. Indeed. Anything else?
Looks like he's been eaten up a bit.
Yummy. Stone
These
flags.
stone flags used to be deadly traps. Once you stepped on one, something would either drop from above or a door would open up. The mechanism's broken now. At least I hope it is.
Well, yeah.
Whoever built the traps certainly didn't go in for half measures. If you got that on your head, you wouldn't have to worry about getting a headache anymore.
Yeah, or nothing else either. Buried staircase.
Normally you'd take this route here, but it looks pretty blocked up.
Anything else? Apparently something.
There's a piece of black material. Oh, that must be a member of the Order, killed by the falling rocks and all that chaos. Unrecognizable from here, though.
Unfortunate. Gap.
There's a gap here between the stones. But I can't recognize anything. It's much too dark in there.
Oh.
and I can't feel anything either.
Right, rocks gap. Can I open the stone door? Wait a minute.
It's nasty.
Oh. Nasty something. Okay.
You used to be able to open these doors using a mechanism. That's been destroyed, though, to keep them shut forever.
So, another gap? So this is...
That's a small gap. Much too dark to see anything at all.
So this is definitely something we have to inspect. He says when that's the only thing we can actually inspect. Except Louis. Put your back into it.
No chance.
So too dark, I mean, and too heavy. What do I have? Obviously I have lighter, so are we going to use that? I hope we are. Yeah, it should work. Seeing anything there?
No chance. My arm's blocking the view. I can't see a thing.
What about on this side?
No chance. My arm's blocking the view. I can't see a thing.
Anything on the Lewis corpse?
Lewis looks like he's been eaten up a bit.
Okay, what do I have? I have extension cable. I still don't know how that would work, but I might try it. Maybe I can pull the rock away or something. I don't know. I'll try this once more.
No chance.
So... Okay, can I do something with... Is there a little color? I don't know. It's quite gray. I'm guessing it's gray also here. Huh. Can I use a note? Oh. Are we using the camera? It's a Polaroid after all. Ah, yes.
That ought to do it.
It seems like we found the black orb.
Yes, there's the black ball. In a dead person's hand. And behind that, the other opening. If I only had something like a stick, I could push the ball out on the other side.
Can I take a picture of this gap? I don't know. Probably not, because we already know. So we need something to...
I can see the black ball quite clearly. It's being held by a dead hand.
Anything else? Unfortunately, we don't have those...
It's pretty damn grisly for sure, but...
But what? But what, Adrian?
I could use Lewis's arm as an extension to get to the black ball.
I wasn't sure he would do that, but okay, let's go with that. Give a man a hand.
Good. The ball's a bit closer to the other opening now.
Okay, do I get it now? Okay.
Gotcha. Now let's get out of here.
Again, I'll make a save because why not? Interesting. So, if I understand correctly, we should be going to the ritual chamber.
Adrian Gordon, Grand Master of Portal Magic.
Portals. We're playing with portals.
Let's hope that the portal will send me directly to Mordred's book.
Alright, we are looking for the book that could help us to end this.
It worked. I'm in the ritual chamber.
You are first Wall of Skulls. Lovely decor.
Human skulls. Finely hewn from the stone. I hope.
Throne. Little ostentatious for my taste, but
Could be the throne of the devil. Whoa. For a moment I thought Mordred was sitting there.
interesting. Another black ball.
There are several holders here. Is it going to be about which one the ball goes into? That would be theoretically, even physically explicable. But I'd rather not try it.
Unless you know what you're doing. Writing desk.
No idea what language that is. And I don't really want to know. It certainly can't mean anything good in here.
Okay. And chasm. Do we see anything in there? Probably not.
The abyss my mother fell into.
With Angelina, don't forget. And book. Don't read aloud.
Everything's in the book.
Clatu Verata. Nicto. Right. You okay, Adrian?
Pull yourself together, Adrian.
Yes, pull yourself together. Let's check the book again.
At last, to own a body once again. What unimaginable power. Now I can complete my work.
Well, this wasn't such a good idea, I think. Yeah, not looking too good.
Maria!
Where is he? Where's Darren? What have you done with our son?
He's dead.
No, please. That couldn't be.
He was too weak. I wanted to make him stronger. He could have been much more powerful than I.
What have you
out of my way, woman!
I think we got a bit lucky there that Maria was welcoming us. Chapter 5, penultimate chapter of the game.
No! Is that me? Where am I? In the castle? This has to be the locked room. How the hell did I get in here? Damn blackouts. But Mordred is strong. I can feel him. I don't have a lot of time left.
Okay, let's make a save here. So what Darren says now? Another blackout. Black Eyes, Mordred is strong. He was even stronger yesterday. He almost won. If it weren't for the White Lady, now I'm sitting in the room which was locked the last few days. Could it have been me who kicked the door in? I don't know. At least I've got Mordred's book. Now can I finally overcome him? Yes, we are in the... What was the helpers? The nun slash nurse lady's room, I'm guessing. And I'm almost certain that she brought us here. Is she the person behind the notes? That would make sense because I'm guessing she was sent by Vatican. Is that a person or tree? Because we have connection to the Vatican and popes. So that would make sense that they sent someone to oversee what's happening here. If you have a few places to check. First start with the water bowl.
Ugh. Now I can see that I look as bad as I feel.
Shards.
There are a few shards lying under the table.
Well, can we take them?
There are a few shards lying under the table.
We cannot. At least not for now. Mordred's book, note, bed. I'll leave note and book last. There's kicked in door. Oh, it's kicked in. So it might be that I
can't remember breaking the door open.
So I'm not allowed to leave until I check the book. So it might be that I actually came here on my own accord.
Photos of my ma and pa. They can't help me anymore either. And what have we got here? A pair of pliers. I don't need them right now.
The operative word right now. So we probably need them later.
A shaky old bed. Full of woodworm. Perfect for dying in. There's a rope dangling right in front of the window. Or is it a noose? Better take it, I guess.
The noose or the rope, or both. Well, noose is a rope. So we have rope. Never leave home without it. And yeah, there are shards and there's the pliers. But first, note.
Hey, I definitely know that from somewhere.
Do you now? Do you read it automatically? Yes.
The Guardian's highest virtue is faith, as much in himself as in God.
Thanks for the advice.
These notes, who's writing them to me? Am I writing them myself? Or Mordred?
That's an interesting theory that you are writing them to yourself, or Mordred writing them. But why would Mordred be writing those? Anyways, Mordred's book. And I probably missed the chance to die in chapter 4, unless it was for chapter 5. I don't know. Let's see if we can ever call to the fortune teller. But Mordred's book first, because I'm not allowed to leave before.
So I didn't dream it. It actually happened. That's the book from the ritual chamber. Mordred's book.
I'm going.
Pages are empty.
It's like,
Damn. Can't be.
Well, that's interesting.
Everything is in the book, and now there's nothing in the book.
Okay. Keep calm. Remember, in the ritual chamber with Angelina, the blood of a male Gordon. If I drop some of my blood onto the book, then the writings ought to become visible.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. So let's take the shards then and cut our veins.
A piece of glass. That ought to do it.
That's normal and rational.
Ow!
Did it work?
Nothing. Not a single letter. Stop. Here. Here's something. Oh, no, it's just Mordred's dumbass summoning formula. All that for nothing. But I have to do something. I can't just let Mordred win. I'd rather be dead than a centuries-old murderer. My father, he's already trodden this path. It might be the simplest way, but it's also the most effective. Without me, there is no Mordred. My death will be his as well. I've got no other choice. The Gordons, centuries-old family. Cursed right down to the very last descendant. And I am him. The story of the Gordons ends with me.
No! Mr. Gordon! Adrian, don't do it!
Go away!
Come down, Adrian. You can't do that. There is another way.
What do you know?
More than you think. I can help you beat the curse. Trust me, please. Come down here, please!
You should be careful with the wording. Come down here, please. Well, yeah. So, Valentina, are you the mysterious stranger?
Who sent you? And why?
My employer is the Vatican. Have you ever heard of the apostolic visitation? We're mainly concerned with supernatural phenomena, what are commonly known as miracles.
The Vatican. There I was thinking it couldn't get much worse, and then the church comes knocking at the door.
I was sent here because we had been informed that Black Mirror Castle had burned down. It was apparently just a routine mission. I was to sort out legal matters and release the funds for the Gordons to rebuild the castle. But then I found out that Victoria Gordon was on her deathbed, and that Angelina was nowhere to be found. My task then became to secure the Gordons' inheritance and to minimize the effects of the curse, as best I could.
The effects of the curse? The Gordons' inheritance?
Adrian, your eyes.
Yeah, I know. They're black.
Just cool and casual. So, this should be interesting. The curse.
What do you know about the curse of the Gordons?
Mordred wanted immortality and power. He somehow anchored his soul in the mirror, but he was caught during a ritual by his brother. Shortly before his death, he cursed Marcus's descendants to collect souls, in order that he could be called back into life with them. And it would seem it worked. judging by your eyes.
Collect souls? You mean kill people?
Yes.
You're wrong. I haven't killed anyone, and still Mordred lives in me.
As far as I can gather, your twin sister, Angelina, did that for you. We got it all wrong. Angelina was originally supposed to take over the Guardian role. We didn't know anything about you. We thought the last male Gordon committed suicide 12 years ago.
Okay. And
What do you mean, Guardian role? You mean to guard these portals, right?
That is the Gordon's inheritance. The Guardians are people of pure heart who were chosen by the church a long time ago to guard the Black Mirror.
The Black Mirror.
Yes, a great mirror, which also serves as an ancient portal and lies deep beneath the castle. Marcus Gordon took over this duty and passed it on to his children.
But how should a Gordon stay pure of heart if they're all destined to murder?
Your family has produced more guardians than it has murderers. Only Marcus's descendants are in a position to resist the Black Mirror. We still don't know why. However, we don't have any time now to research the exact reason for this, and then find an alternative guardian from outside the Gordon family.
So, I'm definitely your last hope then. How do you know all this?
From the Vatican archives, and also from this book here, which I found in the library. It's the Book of the Guardians.
funny thing is, this reminds me quite a lot of Eternal Darkness. There are some similar ideas and thematics, but anyways, let's ask about Mordred.
There are no longer any Guardians of pure heart here, just Mordred.
Adrian, right from birth, you were destined to become a guardian. Without Angelina, Mordred's curse would never have passed over to you. Victoria would never have wanted nor permitted you to kill yourself. Do you want to simply ignore her final wishes? Adrian, if you're going to kill yourself, everything could only get worse. If there were no longer any guardians, then the Black Mirror would be open to all. The mirror would enslave the weak and bring Mordred back into the world of the living. And the Black Mirror will be unprotected. Victoria would have never allowed you to commit suicide. Are you going to simply ignore Victoria's last will?
All
Yes.
right then. I'll give you one chance.
You said twice the Victoria thing. Anyways, solution to the problem.
Did I understand that correctly? I'm the last Gordon of Marcus's lineage, and therefore also the last Guardian? But I can't guard the portal because a cursed part of me, the Mordred part, wants to open the portal. And if I kill myself, the portal can be opened because there are no more Guardians.
Something like that. Yes.
So, what do you suggest?
An exorcism. In the church.
An exorcism.
It's an ancient ritual. Long before there were Christians, ghosts and demons were being cast out of people. It works. You only have to believe in it, Adrian.
I'm possessed by the devil. Don't talk to me about belief. Okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, Adrian. And now let's go to the church. We should complete the exorcism before nightfall.
Okay.
So, how does a person get to work for the Vatican?
Later.
Holy Mother in Heaven!
Yeah, a good day to you too, Father.
Prioress Antolini, welcome back. You've arrived at just the right time.
Now do you see why I was in such a hurry?
I do hope there's no maze in this game. Okay. Anyways, exorcism.
Miss Antolini has had an idea about how to solve my problem.
Yes, I've been informed. The Archbishop has told me about it himself.
5 minutes later, and you would have had to inform Mark as well.
Father, have you ever performed an exorcism?
I've been the priest for the whole manor of Black Mirror for years. Everyone here has been baptized by me, and my words accompany them to the grave.
So no.
I've taken the confessions of murderers, and
Father, have you or haven't you?
No, not in practice. But I do have the theoretical knowledge, of course.
Of course.
Oh, great. I'm the guinea pig.
Adrian, I've been trained for something like this. I've studied the Rituale Romanum several times. And if Prioress Antolini thinks it's the best option, then I agree with her. After all, she is, well,
I've already told Adrian who I work for, but I'm afraid we don't have time to discuss this for hours on end.
good. Then let's begin the preparations.
Okay, and what can I do?
Lie still.
We need information, so the more we know about the demon, the better.
We already have his name, so we can address him. Do you know any more about him?
What would be important?
It would be good to know how he sinned. And a personal item. Something that anchors him in this world.
Then I'll get searching.
But be quick. I'll prepare everything with the priest.
So what do we need? Well, we will find it. Surely, if not, what is this? In Silver Story, is there almost one? Annoying that they crossed this text. Okay, this is my farewell letter. It's over. I give up. This is the end of my doomed attempt to free myself from the fate of my father. Why should I have been stronger than him? Why me? Why whole life long I never knew who my father was. Not once did I know who I was. So where was I supposed to find the strength to overcome something that no one before me had managed to? There's no other way for me. Victoria, I'm sorry. I had hoped to be a more worthy successor. Mordred, I'm still not going to hand you a victory. The last thing I do will be the last thing you do too. To the finder of this book, Adrian. Yeah, that's annoying. They crossed this section before we even had the chance to read it. My first exorcism. What can you say about that? Victoria's nurse is an agent of the Vatican. Barely believable. Not long ago I'd have laughed about something as crazy as that. But in my present situation, I'm really glad to have her help. Maybe everything will turn out okay. If an exorcism could drive out Mordred, then I have to try it. I just have to. I still have the Samuel method open to me anyway. The only thing we're still missing are a couple of Mordred's things. Something that belonged to him and which will lure him to us, and that will make him mad. So we need something of a position thing. I hope I typed that correctly. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. Let's exercise this demon. What do I need? I need something from Mordred. Anything in the graveyard? I'm guessing something from the castle. That would make more sense. Am I allowed to go? Let's...
I definitely won't find anything to do with Mordred there.
Okay, so I'm not allowed to go there. I'm almost certain that I'm also not allowed to go to...
I can't show up in the village with black eyes.
Yeah.
I'd probably end up getting lynched by an angry mob with pitchforks and flaming torches. And if I'm gonna play the Guardian, and I ought to stay alive for as long as I can.
Yeah, the pitchfork sounds about right then.
Good day, sir.
Okay.
Edward, I completely forgotten about him.
Oh, poo. Hello, Eddie.
Hi, Edward. I didn't expect you so soon.
If it's inconvenient, I could come back another time.
Let's talk about our eyes.
Do you notice anything about me?
What do you mean, sir?
Around my eyes, perhaps?
With respect, sir, they're perhaps a touch darker than normal. Temporary indisposition, I assume.
I wish. Why are you here again?
You said I should come by during the course of the day, about an eventual position as butler.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, Edward. As you see, I don't really have time just now, and...
Perhaps I can help you.
Actually, there is something. It would be great if you could deliver this letter to Inspector Spooner. Tell him I found it while tidying up the greenhouse.
Of course, sir.
You're not gonna tell anyone else about it. The thing with my eyes, I mean?
Most certainly not, sir. Discretion is the most important virtue of a butler.
Thank you, Jeeves. My takeaway will...
Good man. In other circumstances, he'd be the perfect new Bates.
Yes. He will be. We mold him to be. Is there anything? Nope. Castle garden, to the gate, to the entrance. So we need... There's the black mold in the tea room. Could that be a hint of something or that belongs to the Mordred? I mean. Oh no, the bell will
What are
build.
these marks? It looks like mildew. Ugh, not that healthy.
But can I do anything with that? Because it would...
What are these marks? It looks like mildew.
Let's leave. And we need to save and load, so... Unless... Yes. We need to save and load. Okay, so there's the library, there's the kitchen, and the upstairs. Let's start with the library. Columns, why can I check those?
In the corner, there's a richly ornamented mighty column. The weight of the castle rests on it.
The book? What happens if... Oh, there's the telephone, I can call. But let's see what happens if I sleep, or try to sleep. You fell asleep. Nothing. How unfortunate. But let's see if I can call to the fortune teller and see if there's something new she would tell us. Oh, yes.
Hello, Madame Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
I've drawn the Hierophant for you.
Hero... huh?
The Hierophant. He is also called the Shaman, the Pope, or the High Priest, Adrian. You will receive the assistance of a higher power.
The only question being, which one?
And I see death.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, one moment. Now, what has the tower lost here then? Now I've gone and dropped all my cards. Just a minute, Adrian.
Could that maybe mean now that I'm gonna fall from a high tower?
No. How do you come to have a silly idea like that? Ah, now then. I can see it clearly. Death will touch you. Or also, maybe not.
Okay, that's enough. Thanks.
Well, that really didn't help. But interesting thing is, I have no idea what was the thing that could kill me on the last episode, because apparently I missed that completely. Huh. I'm trying to think. The tower part, maybe? Was there a chance to jump? I don't know. Huh. So I missed the one death.
Mordred.
Totally.
Ah, he's down here. All on his own. Strange. Didn't Victoria say he was married? And even had a kid? Why aren't they on here?
That is a good question. Maybe I should go and check the painting. Maybe we see a scene of a white lady who could help us, maybe? Maybe? Too many maybes? That's one room where we could go. Let's go to Victoria's room first. I'm guessing there's nothing important in there. Obviously the book would...
This is Victoria's jewelry. Rings, necklaces, and earrings.
The book could be also part of the Mordred. No, we are not checking that, so fine. Okay. Let's check this. Just to be...
I have discovered Durgam's secret.
Durgam. So we're done with the Durgam. The passage. The only few places, unless it's the murderous book. It's the murderous book, isn't it? I had hoped something more.
Photos of my ma and pa. They can't help me anymore either. And what have we got here? A pair of pliers. I don't need them right now.
Maybe later then, but yeah. That at least is a Mordred
Even
side.
if the pages are blank, maybe the book will be useful for the exorcism. Who knows? It did once belong to Mordred after all.
I had hoped something else, but to be honest, that makes quite a lot of sense. It to be a Mordred spook. So I think we can leave. Or can we? Let's check. Well, he's not saying that we have it. Okay, I'll make a last cursory checking. I guess we can't go to the cellar. Or can we? Socket, bucket, and stairs to cellar. But we are not using this. No. So... there's nothing in the garden. Let's go back to the church. I think we have everything we need. Hopefully. Unless they send me to find something else. But after all, there are not many places to go at the moment as long as I have the black eyes. Oh, now we are going to the side door. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I think we're done. Because I'm not in control.
Ah, Adrian, there you are.
Here I am. Can I make a save? Yes.
Father Frederick.
My son?
Okay, Mordred's wife.
Mordred's wife was called Maria.
Ah, that's good to know. Those are worldly, familial things. I'm sure we can address Mordred with that. particularly if he loved you.
Well, he murdered her with a sword.
Oh, that's excellent. For our
Okay.
purposes, I mean. Is that all you have found out?
Hmm.
I found a book that belonged to Mordred, but all the pages are blank.
How do you know it belonged to him, then?
It's from his grave.
We can divert his attention from you with it. You'd better give that to me. Now we have enough information.
Okay, that's good. Can I check the diary? No.
Okay, so what happens now?
Just lie down here and trust in Jesus, our Lord.
Well, this is going to be quite interesting.
Miss Antolini, are you recording?
This is the exorcism of Adrian Gordon. Present are Father Frederick, pastor of the Church of Wormhill, as conducting exorcist, and as witness and doctor, Prioress Valentina Antolini.
Oh, she's a
It
doctor.
has begun. Let us pray.
In nomine
Patris,
Patris,
et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti.
Sancti. Amen.
Amen. Most glorious Prince of the heavenly armies, Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in our battle against principalities and powers, against the rulers of this world of darkness, against the spirits of wickedness in the high places. Come to the assistance of men whom God has created to his likeness, and whom he has redeemed at a great price from the tyranny of the devil. We know your name, demon, you that calls itself Mordred. Release Adrian, I command you in the name of our Lord.
Stoop down in Peter's spirit.
Mordred, you who made yourself guilty during life and therefore remain guilty in death and beyond, go to the hell in which you belong. Go into purgatory, where you should burn sinner for all your deeds.
Behold the cross of the Lord.
Mordred, you who has raised the weapon against your brother Marcus, you who murdered your wife with a blade of your sword, Maria, whose soul has found no peace since then.
Behold the cross of the Lord.
Guilty you are, Mordred, and guilty you will always be. Bow beneath the all-powerful hand of God. Release Adrian and go there where you can receive the vengeance of God.
Father Frederick.
Well,
I saw him.
I guess
He
that...
spoke to me. It's the wrong place.
What? I guess this didn't go
There's
according...
nowhere for him to go here. Not from his world.
Oh, Father. Adrian.
Adrian, wake up!
Interesting. Chapter 6 already. That's the last chapter.
Thank you again for helping me bring Adrian to the castle.
But of course, miss. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, not at the moment.
Then I'll come over again tomorrow. Have a nice day.
See you.
Well,
As long as Adrian's still asleep, I should let the Archbishop know about the current state of affairs.
Okay, so we are now playing with Valentina. I have a bit of a problem. Part 6 is the last one, but I have no idea how long it is. And to be honest, I'll probably want to complete, hopefully, with one go. I'll continue a little bit for this episode, and but I have to think of good position where to end this. I have the part chapter 5 was quite short, but I have no idea how long the chapter 6 could be. Oh, so let's make a new save. Okay, do I have inventory?
The floor of the library is higher than the rest of the rooms on the ground floor. Perhaps the secret entrance is hidden under it. Or maybe just old-fashioned underfloor heating.
So we are looking some kind of a secret entrance, but first things first, telephone. I don't have inventory or have diary, I don't know.
Your Grace, this is Prior Santolini. There were complications. The exorcism failed. No, I don't think that was the reason. Yes, but that only makes sense if the demon is unknown. Correct, Your Grace. We underestimated his strength. Father Frederick is dead. He was thrown across the room, and Okay. No. The Guardian is doing well considering the circumstances. Yes, Your Grace. I understand. I also think that the location is crucial. The Guardian had an image of Pictish glyphs with him, the same as those engraved on the Shade portal. That's exactly where the demon must be forced back. Yes, into the Black Mirror. It'll be no problem to get there. The demon itself tries to force its way to the mirror. It's drawn to it like a magnet. He won't cause us any problems until then. On the contrary, Guardian and demon will be hard to keep apart. Yes, that's the other side of the coin. But, Your Grace, the man is probably the only one who can fulfill this task. Yes. Is there an alternative to exorcism? Of course, I'll do that. All right then. First, I have to find the entrance to the catacombs under the castle. A chapel is mentioned in the records, which is found down there. That's where I guess the Black Mirror is. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Your Grace. Thank you. Good. As long as Adrian is still asleep, I can start looking for a way in. Most secret passageways in old walls have the characteristic of not being sealed completely airtight. That could help me.
Okay, that's good to know. Why do I have a sneaking suspicion that there will be a maze? There was a maze in the first one, there was a maze in the second one. Well, maze-like thing. I'm worried there will be a maze in the third one also. Can I open diary? No, I cannot. I do have inventory. A dagger, dictaphone, matches, Bible, Gordon file. Let's check the
Gordon file from the Vatican Archives. The last entry is from 1923. It notes the handing over of the Guardian position to Victoria Gordon. Right at the front of the file is a copy of a letter from Marcus Gordon. In it, he says that the entrance to the Shade Portal is sealed with an altar. The underground chapel was consecrated and prevents the Shades from entering the Catacombs.
Anything else?
The Gordon file. The last. Right? The underground.
Okay.
The Bible gave me much strength when I needed it. I think everyone should read it at least once.
Thanks for the suggestion. Matches.
Matches. They're from a cafe in London where I met the Archbishop a few days ago. I let the dictaphone run during the exorcism. I can't understand a word, even though I understand quite a few languages. But that must be a very, very old one.
Yeah, it must be.
I let the dictaphone run during... I can't understand.
Okay.
It's for an emergency, in case... Yeah, well, Mordred attacks me.
Okay. Family tree.
The Gordon family tree. Many of the guardians were women. Isabella, Emily, Rosa. But also Marcus Gordon, Albert, and Durham. There are records on them in the Vatican Library.
Oh, Durham was a guardian. That's interesting. Right, bookcase.
Mainly lexicons and biographies about British lords. I found a book about the Guardians here.
Quite easily to be found, but what happened with the noise sound?
There's only English literature here. Shakespeare, etc. I've already read them all.
Okay.
A mighty pillar. The wooden cladding is decorated with carvings.
Okay, door to the hall. So, almost I'm feeling it would be a cellar where we need to go. But before that, I'll check the other areas. Loose tiles, rubble-filled passage.
I don't see any way to get through this door. I wanted the rubble to be stored in the hall, so that the kids that sometimes meet outside the castle don't injure themselves. But I didn't think it would be so much.
Loose tiles.
There were still some old tiles stored in the cellar. If no one had saved them back then the whole floor would have had to been relaid.
Right, so they are the foundation stone.
The entrance to the catacombs used to be under the foundation stone, but Marcus had it sealed off. Now it's only a cellar down there.
Well, you actually answered your question that the entrance should be in the cellar then. But I'll check the upstairs and see what we could find out. The door is open, interesting. Boxes.
When I first came here, this room wasn't being used. I've had everything that's still usable brought into here.
Sounds a plan.
Paintings tell a lot about the period in which they were painted. Fortunately, these ones weren't too badly damaged by the fire.
Right.
Lady Victoria was always very vigilant when I was in the room. I hardly had the chance to have a look around. Well, she'd understand now.
Okay, let's start with the jewelry box, because why not?
There's only jewelry in here. 2 necklaces, a pair of earrings, and rings. It's all silver and stylish. Huh. The jewelry case weighs at least 5 kilos. And what is that? There's some kind of flap on the underside. But how do I open it? I can't see any keyhole or anything like that. I'll show it to Adrian as soon as he's awake. Perhaps he knows something about it.
Oh, good, 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 good. Dressing table.
Even though she was really ill in her final days, she still set great store in keeping a well-groomed appearance.
Shelf.
Those are all things that were close to Victoria's heart. But there's nothing of interest to me there, though.
Right. Machines.
I completely forgot about the machines. As soon as all of this is over, I'll have them picked up. Just a minute.
What?
There's a syringe here with adrenaline in it. I'll take it with me just in case of an emergency.
Okay, so I pretty much have to go through everything and see that I found everything I need. Dressing room.
Victoria's dressing room. The only area in this room I could have a look at. But in vain, though. There really are only clothes here.
Okay. So last thing is the painting. Does anything...
The image of a beautiful woman. I'm thinking that must be Maria.
So we're done in here totally, and let's see.
Adrian is still asleep. I'll leave him in peace.
So we're not going there. Do I want to go to... Well, I could go to the tea room also, and yeah. Writing desk. Well, the weather is same as in here.
There are only Victoria's papers here. Bank statements, bills, and so on. They're of no use.
Do you see the black stain?
Black mold. According to Greg, it was caused by the extinguishing water, which offers an excellent breeding ground for molds once it's soaked into the walls.
Or...
Black mold.
Or something else. Can I use... Nope.
Greg was going to repair the grandfather clock, but he never got around to it.
Indeed he did not. Statue of Maria.
A statue of the Virgin Mary. She was venerated for her humility and her firm belief in God. I didn't even like horses when I was a little girl. I prefer small animals.
Dangerous of both end and crafty in the middle.
A plain marble pedestal. I almost like it more than the sculpture on it.
You weird one, lady. We need to go out. And then we probably have to save and load. Yes. So that is... Find the entrance. Globe.
I once saw such a huge globe in the museum in Moscow.
Oh, right.
It was also made of metal. I remember that Australia was only half depicted on it, because they hadn't yet mapped it out completely when they made it.
Alright, I totally forgot that I need to load also. Oh right, this is wrong. Wait. I should be a little bit more careful when I do that, but there's the crest, coat of arms.
The Gordon family crest. A shield with blue background and 5 golden lilies.
We are running out of ideas. Well, either it's cellar or through the greenhouse. But I'm almost certain it's the, well...
The wonderful cutlery didn't survive the fire very well. I've stored the remains in boxes upstairs.
Obviously, it's definitely through the cellar because the older entrance is top of the cellar.
The source of the fire was here in the kitchen. The room up there was the butler's room, I think.
It could be.
I was almost killed by a ceiling beam during the first inspection with the workmen. That's why there are supports in here.
That's good. Let's see the cellar door. When I found the entrance, I probably am there. We have a barrels.
I'm sure there's wine stored in these barrels.
Let's...
A dustpan and brush. These are clearly too small for the current condition of the castle.
Yes.
The electricity in the cellar has been turned off for safety reasons. So unfortunately, the light switch doesn't work.
Anything else? Can we go to the cellar? We really don't have...
Creepy darkness. That reminds me of something very unpleasant from my childhood in the convent.
What would that be? Barrels, bottles, dark corner, large lever. Is this... Let's see what happens. Alright, we are using matches.
That's the main switch for the cellar. The electricity has been switched off completely for safety reasons.
Okay. Bottles, dark corner, barrels, well. Apparently I use automatically the matches, so that's good. I would hazard to guess.
The well seems to be dry.
Water pump. So we are using the water pump to get rid of the water, and then we probably could get some light here, because to be honest it's a little problematic to do proper research.
The sewer system under the castle couldn't deal with all that firefighting water. 3 weeks ago, the water in the cellar was still up to my knees. It'll be months before anyone will be able to access the sewer system without diving equipment.
So, dark corner, well, where's the pump? Well? Oh, is this area panning while we're moving? I think it is. But because I can't see anything,
The well
I didn't
seems to
realize.
be dry.
Yes, so now we have the water pump here. Can we use that? Hopefully we can use that.
A water pump. The workmen brought it with them to pump out the cellar. This was actually only rented for a week.
Whoops. So nobody cares about it. So what do I do now? It's quite dark. Yeah, this moves. So that's dark corner. Let's check the dark corner then.
Can't get any further here. The corner's just a last resting place for junk.
And barrels. Can I not get electricity in here?
The wine barrels have been empty for decades. The last generation of Gordons were tea drinkers.
So there's the well. Can I do anything with the well? What happens if I do this? Nothing. I'm almost certain that the well would be the place where we need to check. But as long as it's pitch dark, I can't really do anything. So let's go outside.
The entrance to the catacombs must be in the castle. I'll only get wet outside.
So we are not going to the outside.
The entrance...
Right. Do I use the Do I need to use these to find something, maybe? Okay, yeah. Well, he noted that you should use the matches, so I have to go through areas with the matches, I guess.
Ah, there you go. The flame flickers here. There's a draft. And this room has no windows.
Okay.
I guess there's a cavity behind or in the pillar. But how do I get at it? Why didn't I think of that sooner? This plate can be removed. There's a metal wall behind it. And there's a strangely shaped hole in it too. A keyhole, I guess.
What kind of a keyhole?
The hole is the shape of a cogwheel. A normal key definitely doesn't fit in here. The hole is the shape.
I don't... why do I feel it's the key is inside the jewelry box?
Victoria's jewelry casket.
Okay, but you're not opening it. Yeah. So either the key is somewhere around here or it's in the jewelry case, which we need to get open, and she doesn't...
It's raining cats and dogs, I think.
Okay, tea room, stairs. Can I... Oh, you're awake.
Adrian, how are you doing?
Hungover. What happened?
You suddenly lost consciousness during the exorcism.
Did it work? Is Mordred gone? What about my eyes? Are they still black?
Yes.
Your eyes are normal again.
Oh.
At least for the moment. But I'm afraid that it won't stay like that for long.
I guessed as much. Why am I in the castle? I thought it wasn't safe here.
That's true, but I had no other choice. Edward helped me bring you here.
Edward? Huh. And where is Father Frederick?
He's still in the church. We're going back to him later.
Why didn't you tell the truth? Anyways.
There were a few complications.
So, it didn't work?
Unfortunately not. It doesn't seem Mordred can be cast out with prayers alone.
Strange. It always seems to work in the movies.
Maybe it was the wrong script.
The Bible. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Father Frederick. Hopefully we'll tell the truth.
Father Frederick is out of it. Mordred's power was too much for him. We'll have to be quick if we're going to save you.
What are we waiting for then? I feel almost good. At least I'm ready for the final spurt.
That's good.
I have another idea of how we can get rid of Mordred. But for that, we must go to the Black Mirror, where the curse began.
Where everything began. Victoria told me exactly that, shortly before she died. I should go to where everything began, but I've got no idea where that is and how to get there.
Well, we have...
I found something interesting in the library. I think it's some kind of secret door to the catacombs.
A secret door in the library? Let me guess. It's locked, right? And you've got no idea how to open it.
I was hoping you could help me.
Why not? I haven't got anything else planned.
So, we have two characters. What does that mean? Again, I can't open this, but can I give you this?
Have you got any idea how to open this? I mean the secret compartment on the bottom. Seems to be a very complicated mechanism.
Well, that works.
Yes, of course, there's that way too.
So, Okay, I can change characters. Let's see. Not too long ago. If an X is a good drive at modern, then I have to try it. I just have to. I still have Samuel's method open. Okay. Okay. I've never ever prayed, but then I was never before possessed by an 800-year-old demon, so what the hell? God in heaven, stand by me. It's not over yet. When I woke up, I really did think that everything had gone okay. I felt good and freed somehow. Freed somehow. But then I saw Valentina and knew that it's still not all over. Quite the opposite. Now things are really hotting up. Hotting up, okay? We have to go to the place that Victoria had meant right from the start. Into the lion's den. Right to the origin of all this evil. To the Black Mirror. I wouldn't have found the way on my own, even if... I don't know if I would have been in a position to follow it through. But now with Valentina, it doesn't look impossible anymore. Why do old castles always have secret passages? Mordred and Marcus built the castle together, if only at first as a small castle keep. Then later Marcus upgraded it with the defensive contraptions in order to protect the secret. Or is the passage from a later period? Who knows? But what we know is we go downstairs. Apparently I can control 2 characters. I have no idea how that works. Hopefully he will follow me when we are going forward. What happens if I click? Okay. Can you... We could go and check this area. Please take the pliers. Please take the pliers.
A whole load of photos of a pair of pliers. I'll take those and the candle. I don't need the other stuff right now.
Okay. Crave candle and pliers. That's good. That's good. That was something we need. I'll go check the Victoria's room and if I can look at the painting. Nope. And this is done also. I'm not going to the tea room at the moment. I don't want to hear the clock again. I'll go to the library with Valentina. And let's change back to Valentina and open the door and see what we can find. I'll probably start thinking where I end this episode, which might be soon.
The sword hilt fits perfectly.
Oh, it was a sword.
Nothing happens. The hole is the shape of a cogwheel. A golden sword hilt from Victoria's jewelry casket. It's decorated with 4 gemstones, probably rubies. There's a 5th socket there too, but it seems there's a stone missing.
So we need... Of course, it wouldn't be that easy. Can I talk to Adrian? We probably need to find one of the missing pieces. Where could it be?
Adrian? It's not working. You think that's because of the missing gemstone?
Could be possible. The question is, where is this stone? Could be anywhere. Could have been lost hundreds of years ago.
I don't think so. If the key had been broken for a long time, why did Victoria hide it?
She has a point.
No. I think the stone is missing intentionally, as an added safeguard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but where should we start looking?
Did Victoria give you anything before she died? Something that a guardian would really need?
Ooh.
A signet ring or something similar?
No.
Didn't we have a ring? Can I talk to you?
Valentina,
Yes.
Okay, we have ritual chamber.
the room in which Mordred crossed over into me. Do you know anything about it?
What kind of room was it?
A kind of ritual chamber. Skulls everywhere, a throne.
They investigated a ritual chamber in the old academy, but all the records were lost in a fire around 1512. And the knowledge of it was lost in the process as well. So no, I know even less about it than you do.
Okay. Black Mirror.
So what actually is this black mirror then?
We think it's a kind of portal.
And where does it lead?
Nobody knows exactly, and it's a dangerous thing to investigate. Mordred tried, but the Black Mirror enslaved them. Pope Innocent III believed it might lead to the destruction of Christianity. What we know for sure is that it's older than anything else on Earth.
I thought it might have been built by pagan druids or something like that.
It's much, much older than that. The Druids used it for ceremonies, yes, but they definitely didn't build it. It's been there since the dawning of time, so they say.
Holy crap. So what is it then?
We can only speculate. The mirror attracts evil, or how should I put it? Absorbs it. According to the old Druidic scriptures, there were regular human sacrifices. Apparently, the altar table in front of the Black Mirror portal was already drenched in century-old blood back then. The souls of the sacrifices are drawn into the mirror, but only if they're absolutely evil. The soul of a good person cannot enter the mirror. It seems to be something like... yes, like...
The gateway to hell, perhaps?
yes. And no, not just the gate, but the mirror too. Glancing into it reveals the innermost self. It reflects the soul for everyone to see.
I wonder what the Pope would see if he looked into it. And all the dignitaries of the world? No wonder the entrance has to be guarded. But times have changed. Why don't we just have a look at the thing? Purely scientifically, I mean.
Evil can also break out of the mirror. Its effect is unbound. You can feel its power yourself. Who's ever susceptible is enticed into evil. That's why life in the castle is so dangerous. It's right within its sphere. Mordred was changed. The spark of evil that always smoldered within him was fanned into a blazing fire. He did everything he could to open the portal. Rumors suggest that he almost found the mechanism.
Okay, and strange messages.
Someone's leaving me messages describing the virtues of a guardian. You don't happen to know anything about that, do you?
I wrote them. They were tests to see if you could become the next guardian in spite of the curse. I had assumed that apart from Victoria, there was only Angelina, but she was nowhere to be found. There was no time. Victoria lay on her deathbed. She was the last guardian. It had to be settled. When we heard that you were maintaining that you were a Gordon and were also innocent of any crime, then the Vatican changed its plan. We had to assure ourselves that you were still of pure heart, and you passed all the tests.
But you weren't there.
True. I wasn't there.
All right, Miss Undercover.
Okay,
I wouldn't
anything?
know what I might ask.
But what about this? Okay, now the Adrian has it. What does it mean? Can I check if Adrian has something to think about it?
A golden sword hilt. It was hidden in Victoria's jewelry box. It's missing a gemstone.
Okay,
I wouldn't know what I might ask her.
okay.
There's nothing to discuss.
What do I need? I need gems. Oh, no. Adrian. Why do all secrets, then the later markets upgraded? Can you try the column and get something out of it?
Gonna need the right key for that.
Yes. What happens if you stick it in?
Fits perfectly. But nothing's happening. The thing's either busted or there's something missing.
There's obviously something missing.
A golden sword hilt. It was hidden in Victoria's jewelry box. It's missing a gemstone. I don't have the time to read everything, but at first glance, it looks like it's just full of stories about the White Lady. It even tells here about how she died. In the final duel with my brother, she threw herself between us to stop the bloodshed, but he was no longer the brother I once knew. The evil had corrupted him too much. How great must this power have been to make him forget all of the battles in which we had fought together side by side? How incessantly overpowering must the evil be to make him forget just how much he had loved his wife Maria. His blade pierced her heart and snapped as though it were made from glass. That was also the end of my brother. But then with his final breath, he cursed me and all my descendants. I killed my brother. I will never be able to forgive myself for that. His final resting place will be in our chapel. May God have mercy on his soul.
Okay. Oh, I could... Wait a minute. I could actually call the...
That must be a transcript from Marcus's writings.
Okay. Now that I remembered, fortune teller, please. What am I missing?
Hello, Madame Fortuna.
Adrian, I knew you would call again.
Who else could it be?
Pick a card.
Stop.
I've drawn the death card.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Adrian, don't worry. Death means that you'll release yourself from all the ties. You'll experience a transformation.
Well, that certainly cheered me up.
And I see death. A lightning bolt. A bolt flashes down on you. Stop. The death card again. Adrian, the cards are correcting me. I see a deluge which will suffocate you. Oh, no. Oh, another death card. Adrian, I see darkness. You will be devoured by darkness.
How many death cards have you actually got there?
Just one in the major arcana. Oh, I've mixed up several tarot packs. That must have happened yesterday. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Adrian. I have to call someone back urgently.
Ooh. I guess she gave a bad advice to someone. I need to take a quick break and then we have to find a way how to open the secret door, but be right back. Okay, I'll control Adrian for now and see if I can find something. I'm not going to the clock room. I don't think there's anything there. Unless I don't find anything, then maybe later I would
won't be
go.
able to see a thing down there. I should get myself some light first.
Right, okay, so... socket. Oh, but I do have a candle. Can I use that?
A candle for the dead.
Okay, is that enough? That is enough. Gloomy. Connection.
A construction light. Just like the ones all around the castle. Except without any power.
Can I now use the extension cable?
There's a thick electric cable hanging from the roof, just above a puddle of water. Craig was right. It isn't safe down here.
Okay, so... What are you rolling around?
Empty. I'm guessing that they used to store wine or beer here back in the day. Those days are long gone, though. A construction light.
Okay, yeah. Boxes, wine rack. Let's start from up and go down. Or something like
A
that.
shelf of wine bottles. As far as I can tell, they're all still full. 1953. Either extremely valuable or completely disgusting.
Fine. Boxes.
Boxes of empty wine bottles. Just in case there's a life for me after Mordred, I'm gonna give this castle a real cleanup and throw it all of this old junk. Well, I'll hand the job over to Edward, of course.
And he delegates it to somebody else, obviously. Puddles.
There are drains under the puddles, but the sewer system couldn't cope with the huge volume of extinguishing water. The water isn't draining away anymore.
I'm guessing we need to use the pump, hopefully, to clear this, and so we can get a proper light in here.
There are only busted boxes and barrels back there.
But I'm still not certain if
I
that...
guess that's the main switch for the electricity in the cellar. Who needs fuses if you've got such a big lever?
yeah, but I don't think we find the gems in here. Or who knows,
Cellars
maybe.
are often used as the last resting place for all sorts of heavy junk. And it's no different in British castles. At first glance, there's nothing useful leaping out at me here. At the second one, too.
Right, chain.
I need more light.
Okay,
There's no water in the well. At least not as far as I can see. That's quite strange. A dry well in the middle of a flooded cellar.
that is a little bit strange.
There are metal grates lying around the well. No idea what they're for.
Well. Power connection, water pump, controls, basin, wire rope, pipes. Let's start with the power connection.
I need more light. That's the water pump, which they use to pump away the extinguishing water. It's a real monster, and ancient, too. I'm surprised that thing even works.
Okay, we got something. What do we have? Pump in the cellar. There's an old pump in the cellar. Maybe I can get it working. Judging by the age of it, it looks like all that's needed is a power connection, and it'll definitely need earthing. Okay, so water pump, controls, basin, wire rope. Let's check that first.
I need more light.
We're not checking that.
No idea what kind of pipes those are. Water or sewage, I guess.
Controls. Let's check the controls.
You can turn the pump on and off with that. You can even adjust the direction of rotation and the speed. Theoretically, I could pump the cellar full of water again, slowly or quickly.
Can I turn this
I
on?
need more light.
All right. Controls, basin. Let's check the basin.
There are 2 huge water basins here. They must go back to when they had no running water.
Okay. I'm almost certain that we need to connect this to something. Can I get this to the power connection pump? Wire rope, chain. Puddles, obviously, but I need light. That much is true. Oh,
There are no power sockets down here.
wait. Of course there's... What was there? Oh, okay. What do I do now? I can grab
I
it.
need more light.
Apparently I
I
can't.
need more light. A construction light.
So I thought...
There are no power sockets down here.
Okay, so... Oh, right. Do I need to... I probably need to use that power socket so I can connect... Yes, yes. Silly me. I totally forget this. I somehow thought we could use the cable.
So now I've got the option to connect something up down there.
Well, we need to connect the light at least first, because we need to see. That's what he's complaining. So we have extension cable. Grab it, please.
Here's the end of the extension cable.
I know, you don't have to say it. Oh, okay. Now it should work, theoretically. Is this one of those places where I can actually...
Energy.
I was just going to say, is this one of those places where I could die? Honestly, I probably have to end this episode anyway soon, but let's at least look the cellar. I have no idea how long this chapter 6 will be, but I'm guessing there will be puzzles like in the part 2, so that could take a long time, so I probably need to see if I need to split the second part also in 2 parts. We will see. Anyways, but I will continue checking for the cellar. But yeah, like I said, I'm guessing...
there are drains.
Yes. There's a large...
There are drains.
No, I want to move.
There are metal grates.
Yes, there are. I just want to walk around and see what I can see. Power connection. Can I grab that? Now we have light. Take it. Yes. How can I... Well, can I... How do I... Do I have it in my inventory? No.
There are drains.
Yes, yes, yes. Can I... Power connection?
I think that's the power connection for the water pump. I guess there were no power plugs back then. Oh, that's just one pole. Does this thing use direct current? So I wonder where you attach the other pole.
Okay, what is this?
The wire rope is wrapped tightly around the pipe. I guess it's an earth for the water pump. Or is it the second pole?
Let's take that. Power connection, water pump, controls.
I'll put the cable into the connecting terminal on the pump.
Okay. Did I get it correctly? Let's see. There's an old pump. I earthed the pump via the pipes. Okay, so that's good. Can I take something? Is there a cable here? Problem is, where do I get the current? There's chain, there's controls, there's water pump, power connection, well, great. Large lever. I'm guessing we need to use this cable, but how do I do that? Because I can't move. If I have... At least I don't think I can move. This is annoying. I'm missing.
If it weren't for me being a former student of physics, I'd call that.
Okay.
Now the end of the cable's hanging directly in the water.
Wait, what? Why would we do that? Well, ooh. So what are we actually doing here? Great. Why are we doing it like this?
The power cable is now hanging through the grill and straight into the water.
Okay. What happens now?
The electricity is on. I should be careful where I step and what I touch.
Do I die now? Absolutely not. How is this working?
The construction works, but there's not much electricity getting to it. The water doesn't conduct very well.
Well, that's obvious. The pump got power, just not enough. If this puddle would only conduct a bit more. That is one weird thing to do, if we are completely honest. But I think I need to go and turn off the electricity before we do anything. And I need to end this episode soon, as I really haven't...
The electricity is off again.
Yeah. But again, this doesn't help us with the gems, I wouldn't think so.
Must be a seriously heavy water bucket.
Yeah, but take the chain. So now I have the chain.
I don't think that the pump will suck up a metal chain.
What do I do with the chain? Can I use this? No. Can I use that? The problem is I can interact with the pump, I would think.
I don't think that the pump will suck up a metal chain.
I'm not going to be able to...
There are drains under the puddles, but the sewer system couldn't cope with the huge volume of extinguishing water.
Okay. So anything else? I have puddles, I have large lever, I have well, I have chain, I can interact.
Quite a clear design. The motor's on the right, the pump device is on the left. The two are connected with a long shaft.
So how does that help?
The innards of a water pump. The innards of...
Okay, can I use the chain for the innards? I have no idea what I'm doing.
If I wrap the chain around the drive shaft, I could use the water pump as a winch.
Oh, but again, how does that help us at
I hope the motor's powerful enough. My improvised chain winch. Nothing's happening.
Obviously, because the power is not on.
The electricity is on. I should be careful where I step.
Yes. I'm guessing this won't work either.
The construction works, but there's not much electricity getting to it. The water doesn't conduct very well.
Yeah, I would say so. The problem is, we need to add something to the bottle, but I think I'll need to go and see if I can go around areas.
The electricity is off again.
Because again, I'm missing something. This probably doesn't help with the gems, but this is something I need to do at some point. I need to get the gem for the sword handle. I have no idea where it could be. And I also, well, I don't know what else. So I'll probably next episode start, I'll leave this and go around other places where I can. I don't know if I can even leave the castle. We have to find out. But I'll have to check the areas and see what I'm missing, because I'm guessing I'm missing some important parts to accomplish what I'm trying to do. Then I don't know if the next episode will be the last, because we haven't even get to the catacombs, and I'm starting to be a little worried that there will be a maze. And with my luck, usually the mazes are some of those things that take quite a lot of time. I'm not certain, but I'm almost guessing there would be a maze. There was a maze in the first one and some kind of a maze in the second one, so it would be understandable to have a maze in the third one. And catacombs definitely sound like a maze. But that is for the next, hopefully next episode. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.